Yes, all right. Thank you very, very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel for yet another fantastic updates that we are going to bring you here on this particular channel in this video. Do well to subscribe to the channel if you've not. We are talking to you about Black Stars target Jarell Quansah of Liverpool Football Club in the English Premier League, being praised by his coach once again for yet another fantastic performance, and we are going to talk to you about that. He's an English-born Ghanaian player, very, very, very good defender. Also, we will talk about a Black Stars squad that Coach Chris Hughton is likely to use for the game versus Madagascar and then Comoros, the World Cup qualifiers games we are going to play in the month of November. You know that in this particular month of November, on the 17th of November and the 21st of November, the Black Stars will be taking on Madagascar and then Comoros respectively in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And those two games, we have to win them and get 6 points from those two games. So we are going to talk to you more about the players who should or who will be returning back to the squad. You know that the last time we played that USA and then Mexico friendly games, a lot of the Black Stars key starting 11 players were not part of the team. Those players are fit and playing football, and we are going to discuss them coming back and their impact on the team when they come back for these particular World Cup qualifiers we are about to play in this month of November. And then we will talk about Mohamed Kudus. There is an update on Kudus Mohamed. In fact, coaches and then players of West Ham United are praising Kudus for the performance he's having at West Ham United since signing for them from Ajax Football Club. Both the coach, the players are all surprised and praising the player for such a beautiful performance and impact he's had on the West Ham United team. Thank you very much for staying with us. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. But please do well to subscribe to the channel if this is your first time watching us. If you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you will be the first person to have the video. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section of this video if you have any. Thank you very much for staying with us. It's always a pleasure to have you. Now, Jarell Quansah is a fantastic player who plays for Liverpool Football Club, the senior side of Liverpool. He's also with the under-23 side of Liverpool, and even for the under-23 side, he captains them. He's a very, very, very good player. I've watched him on 2 occasions this season versus Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Liverpool played and won that game 3-1 away game. Jarell Quansah played and he was excellent. During the midweek, just this midweek, Liverpool played versus Bournemouth in the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup, and again Jarell Quansah was so much instrumental in the game for Liverpool as they won 2-1 over Bournemouth. Darwin Núñez getting them the winning goal over there. Now, after the game, of course, the journalists were asking Jurgen Klopp that, look, Klopp, you seem to have a very difficult game, but which of the players would you think is your man of the match? And Jurgen Klopp said, look, I'll give it to Jarell Quansah. Jarell Quansah is my man of the match, Jurgen Klopp speaking, because he was so good at the back. He had the calmness, the comfortability to deal with certain balls and certain attacks that Bournemouth were bringing onto Liverpool, and he was just so very good and resolute at the back. And so Jurgen Klopp is saying that, look, he would give his man of the match award to Jarell Quansah. Now, Jarell Quansah is an English-born Ghanaian, 2 parents Ghanaians, but then was born in England, has featured for the English youth team, and is likely to feature for the senior side of English national team. If you look at the quality this particular player holds, obviously, he will not be willing to come to Ghana, but let's keep hope alive and hope that if there is any other issue, this particular player, Jarell Quansah, will be featuring for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. Black Stars will love him. Why not? Because our defense are not good at in the first place, and then this player is showing great quality in no mean a team like Liverpool Football Club. So why will Ghana not need him? Obviously, we will need a player like him, but whether or not he will come is another issue on its own, and that's how things are. Now, let's talk about the Black Stars of Ghana playing World Cup qualifiers in the month of November. In fact, some teams have started releasing their squad for the World Cup qualifiers. As usual, Ghana Black Stars there, we have to wait until the last minute before we release the squad. Madagascar, that we are going to play against, have already released their squad, and some other African teams are also releasing their squad. Now, the thing is that we are expecting certain players to return back to the Black Star squad for the World Cup 2026 qualifiers, which we will be playing versus Madagascar and Comoros. Now, these players were not part of the friendly games we played versus the United States of America in USA and Mexico, also in USA. You know that those two friendly games were in the month of October, and we lost emphatically. USA beat us 4-0, Mexico beat us 2-0. So coming back to the World Cup qualifiers and we getting these quality names, I am sure that our team will be more stronger than the one we had versus those friendly games, and we should be able to account for Madagascar and Comoros easily. These are not football nations. These are not teams who cannot do anything. The first player we are expecting back is Daniel Amate. Daniel Amate was injured during our October friendly games, and this time he's been playing for Besiktas and doing very well for them after that time. And obviously we are expecting Daniel Amate to be part of this particular squad and to come back and help the defensive line of the Black Stars. Alexander Jiku is another defender who was out of the friendly games we played versus the United States of America and the Mexico because of injury. After that, he has he's come back, and then he's playing for Fenerbahce. He's also playing in Turkey for Fenerbahce and doing very, very well for himself. He is also in fact, it's not likely he will be part of the squad. If not for injury or anything, there is no way there will be no Alexander Jiku in the squad. Is that not it? Good. So Alexander Jiku obviously will be returning back to our Black Star squad. The next player is Tariq Lamptey. Fantastic player for Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. Can play as a left back, can also play as a right back for his side. Now, Tariq Lamptey is also expected to return back to the Black Stars. He hasn't been so consistent for the Black Stars after playing the World Cup because of injuries. He has also not been lucky with injuries at all. He comes and goes. But then, yes, right now he's likely to be part of the squad if there is no last minute injuries. Don't forget that the game will be played 17th of November. So we have about 2 weekends before that particular 17th of November. It tells you that the players will be playing a lot of games within that time. And if there are injuries, then it means they will not be part. But if there are no injuries, obviously these players I'm mentioning will be returning to the Black Star squad. The next player, Tariq Lamptey will be part of the squad. The next player is Majid Ashimeru. Majid Ashimeru is also another fantastic Black Stars player who convinced the people of Ghana when playing in those 2 games versus Angola here in Ghana and then Angola away. He did very, very well for the senior national team. The Black Stars has been injured for some time now, and obviously he will be part of this squad, especially when Thomas Partey, it has been confirmed that he will not be part of the squad because of injuries. So if there is no Thomas Partey, then obviously whether or Majid Ashimeru cannot be left out. Obviously you would have to call him to be part of the squad. So we are also expecting Majid Ashimeru to be part of the squad. Of course, I am also expecting Edmond Ado not to be part of the squad. That one, it is me who is expecting that. Mohamed Salisu, in fact, he started training with the group and he's training. He's not played a competitive game, but whether or not he will be part of the squad, that one I cannot say. But I think that in the coming days we will see if he will be part. But I'm sure maybe he will ask for a permission that, look, I just came back from injury, at least give me some time to play some games and warm myself up. Or what will be the situation of Mohamed Salisu? Not so sure whether or not he will be part of the squad, but he's also fit and training with his group AS Monaco. Thomas Partey will not be part. Edmond Ado should not be part, and we hope that he will not be. Now, Jarell Bowen is a player for West Ham United, and he's praising Kudus Mohammed for the impact he's had on the West Ham United side since signing for them from Arsenal Football Club for an amount of £38 million. Now, over the transfer, the summer transfer window. Now, Kudus Mohammed has been doing very well. 4 goals, a lot of dribbles, a lot of... In fact, the overall impact, the impact is different from the goals. Overall impact Kudus Mohammed has had on the West Ham United team is very, very, very important. And that's why Jarell Bowen, another informed player of West Ham United, praising Kudus Mohammed for his impact he's had on the West Ham United team. The coach of West Ham United is David Moyes, and he credits assistant coach John Hettinger for the insights on Mohamed Kudus and Edson Alvarez. West Ham manager David Moyes has acknowledged the valuable input of his assistant coach John Hettinger in the acquisition of Ghana star Mohamed Kudus and Mexican defensive midfielder Edson Alvarez. Hettinger joined Moyes' backroom staff during the summer, bringing with him extensive knowledge of both players from his time at Ajax. Moyes expressed his appreciation for Hettinger's insight, saying, "John Hettinger helped me when he was at Ajax. I spoke to him a couple of times, not just about Mohamed Kudus, but also Edson Alvarez too. And he gave me really good reports on both players," Moyes said. He continued to say that, "So obviously John has worked with them before, knows them well, and can give us a bit more insight about how Mohamed plays and can help us understand how we can get the best out of him as well." Mohamed Kudus in particular has made a significant impact at West Ham United, scoring 4 goals, including a spectacular goal in a recent EFL Cup victory against Arsenal Football Club. Both Kudus and Edson Alvarez are expected to be key players in West Ham United's upcoming Premier League match against Brentford on Saturday, November 4th, further validating the importance of Hettinger's insights and positive results they have yielded. So that's the coach of West Ham United, David Moyes, being very happy with the signing of Mohamed Kudus as well as Edson Alvarez. Thank you very much for staying with us for yet another fantastic update. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select, or leave your thoughts and comments below. Definitely, I'll see you in the next update. Bye bye.